Hello, Mer friends. I've got my handy dandy glass bottle here. Mermaid on duty. That's me, because I'm Ariel, and this is Naturally Mermaid. It's officially Plastic Free July, and this is my first time participating in the challenge, and I'm both equally excited and nervous. But honestly, I've made some rules for myself so that I don't feel like I'm not doing well, because I know that I can't be perfect, because really, it's not easy to be perfect, and I don't think that we should be held accountable for not being perfect with avoiding plastics, because it shouldn't fall on the consumer. So in honor of Plastic Free July, I am going to be consciously reducing the amount of plastics that I use. To make it easy for myself, I did set some rules because I know that I'm not going to be perfect, and I want to make sure that I'm focusing on the areas that I think I can improve on the most. Basically, there are 3 rules. The first rule is no single-use plastics. So that's going to include all beverage bottles, like water bottles, Sprite bottles, anything that I would buy, like in a 16 or 2-liter bottle, I won't use. I don't think that I can fully commit to maybe not buying like apple juice or orange juice, although I'm going to hold out for as long as I can and maybe try to make my own orange juice. I don't know, we'll see, but definitely the single size plastic bottles I won't be using. Also, that includes plastic utensils, that includes coffee cups, which I don't really drink coffee out, so that's not going to be too difficult. But mainly in this category, the most difficult thing that's going to be is not ordering out. So I will not get any takeout or delivery at all this month, because whenever I order out, they always give me plastic utensils, and it comes in maybe styrofoam or just like plastic containers. So we're just going to completely eliminate taking out food this month. So if I want to eat something, I'll have to actually go to the restaurant and eat it there, because most likely I'm not going to have them like put it in my own containers, let's just be honest. And to keep myself accountable for this, I am posting a lot on Instagram on my stories about what I'm eating. So I kind of feel like as long as I'm like posting what I'm eating for lunch and dinner, which is typically when I would order out, then it'll make me feel more like, okay, people are watching. I can't order out. I gotta show them what I'm eating today, no matter how ugly it looks, because I'm awful at food photography. So if you want to see horrible pictures of food, go follow me on Instagram at naturally_mermaid. And I'm going to take it a step further, because the single-use plastics other than takeout haven't been too much of an issue for me. So as I'm grocery shopping this month, I'm going to avoid getting meat and dairy in plastic. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is take my own containers to the deli or meat counter and have them put my food in there. This will probably discourage me from eating so much meat, which I probably eat meat maybe 3 times a week, but I wouldn't mind, you know, reducing that a little bit. So having to go to the meat and deli counter to get my meat is definitely going to make me not want to get so much. So that'll be an experience, but I'm definitely going to do that at least once this month, probably more. I've seen other people go to the meat and deli counter with their own plastic or glass containers, and sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't. So hopefully for me it'll go well. I'm definitely gonna go at a time where I think they won't be too busy, where there won't be too many people watching. But at the same time, you know, doing this challenge and going out into the world and letting other people see you do it is a really good way to bring awareness to the issue, because you're putting yourself out there and people are like, what is this person doing? But it's going to leave an impression on them. Hopefully a good impression, albeit they may think that you're crazy, but hopefully it'll make them think twice next time when they use plastic. So I'm willing to put myself out on a limb in order to help other people learn about the problem with plastic and hopefully help them reduce the amount of plastic that they use. And the last rule comes from a fellow YouTuber, Kristen, over at Strolling Through Life. She had the idea to write down all of the plastics that you do use or consume this month, because we know that it's impossible to be perfect. And that's personally not what I'm striving for. But I most definitely do want to be aware of the amount of plastics that I'm using and buying, and hopefully by writing them down and keeping a list of them, it'll help me maybe look for alternatives in those areas of my life that maybe I can look into reducing in the near future. And my goal is to keep this list as short as possible. So I'm not going to be buying unnecessary things in plastic. So most likely I won't be buying any chips or any snack foods or anything that are in plastic. Probably gonna cut back on bread, because I like to buy the Ezekiel bread and those all come wrapped in 2 layers of plastic. So I do have some bread in the freezer now that I'm just gonna make last the whole month so I don't have to buy more. So things like that that aren't necessities that come in plastic, I'm just not gonna buy them. Tofu, on the other hand, I still will buy this month because there really is no alternative. And yogurt, I will also buy in the plastic containers because, again, there's no alternative. And I don't want to try to make yogurt or tofu. That's just not the life I'm trying to live. However, I maybe will try to make my own oat milk or almond milk. So for things that I've been interested in trying to make, I think this month I'll kind of go out of my way to try to make those things in order to reduce my plastic, and just to see if it's something that's sustainable for me to continue making, or if it's too much, then maybe it won't be sustainable and I won't do it again, or I won't do it super often, but at least I know that I tried. And yeah, so I'll do a couple of updates this month, probably about 2 weeks into the month, and then again at the end of the month, just to check in to let you guys know how I'm doing with the plastic free challenge. And hopefully I think that it'll go pretty well. So far I feel good about it. It's only day 2, but I think we can make it work. Well, Mer friends, that's about it for this video. Swim on down to the comments and answer the question, are you participating in Plastic Free July? And if so, what do you think will be the most difficult thing for you to transition? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at naturally_mermaid so that you can keep up to date with everything that I'm doing this month in Plastic Free July and also beyond, because you don't want to unfollow me after July, right? That would just be silly. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Ciao!